Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and today I want to talk about the worst bundle that has been in the shop in any recent time, and that is, well, this one, the STG and a T-54 first prototype. Why is that? Well, the M4190 and E75TS were sold for 10.5k, so 2,000 less, and are both way better tanks. Before we get into whatever this is, let's talk about the T-54 Mod 1 first. Let's play a battle, shall we? So, we're in battle now after an hour of loading. That's nice, I suppose. And obviously, we're gonna go to this side, because that's the better side. If you go over there, that is a dumb idea. Quite simply because you don't have the map control over there. And basically, if you do go over there, you're relying on the enemy team to be dumber than yours. And that's sometimes the case, but not always. So you ideally don't want to do that. But what you ideally want to do is, first of all, stay away from this tank and play it properly. Now, this thing is a bit of an odd one. Obviously, it has useless penetration, 175 millimeters. So that makes it a bit useless because you can't pen anything. On the other side, however, the mobility is pretty good for such a fat boy, and this thing is. And the armor is outstanding for a medium tank, so you have that. Obviously, the gun, you have 2.1k DPM, something like that, which is alright for a tier A medium tank. It's obviously nowhere near what a T-54E2 or something like that does have, so you have less pen, less alpha, and way less DPM as well. So that means, does it make up for that with mobility? Well, it doesn't. And that's really the point of a lot of these tier 8 medium tanks, a lot tier 8 premium medium tanks, is that they have so many downsides and they don't really have anything that makes up for it. Same with this thing. Now, obviously, the problem with this tank is you can't buy it on its own. You have to buy it in combination with the STG, which makes it even worse. Because the tank on its own, I'd say, if it's for 5k and you are a medium tank enthusiast and you enjoy not penetrating anything, then it can be a pretty good tank for you, I guess. And if you shoot at AFK Black Princes, because what the hell not. It does have nice alpha damage, so there's that. And, yeah, we have plowed through there. They all went over there. But that didn't really matter at the end, because it worked. And the Eagle is on fire. Let's go. 2.6k damage so far, that's not too bad. Nope. Come on. Nope. Did not work. And now he's dead. There you go. That's the T-54 first prototype for you, I guess. It's not too bad. It is, however, quite bad if you compare it to the actually good premiums, you know. Even the 250U just beats it all the way, because mainly the penetration is 175 millimeters, and the APCR is 235, which is less than some tanks on their standard pen. But there is worse. While the T-54 does have armor, it does have some gun depression, this thing does not. It has 300 less DPM. It has, I mean, the penetration is still useless. It even has worse APCR pen, 225. It does have 400 alpha damage though. It does have 400 alpha damage. It does have good aiming time. That's the two things this tank does have. The mobility is rather mediocre though. We're in a game and we're on a map that is bad for this tank, just like every single other map. Because obviously the problem this thing has, it is not useful in any situation whatsoever. You can't play it hull down, you can't play it aggressive because you don't have armor, you can't play it passive because you don't have fucking penetration. You don't have accuracy either, so you can't hit anything, on top of not being able to pen and not being able to shoot anything because you don't have DPM and don't have pen. You can't also hit anything because you don't have actually good accuracy, which definitely makes it a great tank, right? Now, here's the thing, obviously, every tank can be played well, but the thing is, obviously, if the tank is fucking shit, then that ceiling of that tank is a lot lower than that of an actually good tank, like a Scorpion G, a T-54E2, something like that. You can do a lot more with those in the same time than you can do with this thing. Okay, somehow that bounced. I have no idea how. Okay, he's camping. I mean, the T-25 is also another weird tank. So yeah. Now I'm just sitting up here shooting people. It's pretty easy, but here's the thing, you always have to think about the average player, right? Because I'm not an average player, I'm way above that. So, you can't just say, yeah, I can do well on this tank, it's a good tank. That's not how it works. This thing is a pile of shit. Even though, you know, you can do damage with it. In another tank, you could do way more damage, and that would be a lot better. Okay, there's an MX-1375 that's camping. I mean, with this kind of opposition, it's more like, do you have enough DPM to kill them all before they kill all your decoys, basically? That's how this game works, and for that, the answer in this tank is no, because you only have 1.8k DPM. So, in a T-54A2 I have like 2.4k. Which means I can pen something and I can do a lot more damage. Now, we only have 3 dead people on our side, which is not ideal, obviously, and now here comes the problem. I can't pen him, realistically, unless I shoot premium ammo, which makes my DPM even worse. Okay, now he's gonna go for it, and he's gonna die for it. Alright, there we go. Okay, now I think the biggest problem is gonna be that prototype down there, because he is indeed quite healthy. If he does know what he's doing, which I doubt. Okay, what do we do here? Yup. Obviously another downside of this tank is the turrets at the back, which, I mean, if it doesn't have enough downsides already, then you have that as well, where you really can't shoot anyone because you always have to peek your weak part first, which means that everyone's gonna be able to shoot you before you can shoot them. Is that guy AFK or is he just not intelligent? I don't know, one of the two. Anyway, I'm on 3k damage here, which is, I mean, it's mines, so I'm just sitting up here shooting down at people, which isn't really too hard, and yeah, I mean, see how much I have to overpeak to actually even hit them. That is insane. Okay, main problem is now the Scorpion G, I'd say. Lol, what the hell? Is that guy AFK? I don't know, maybe he is. And now, like, obviously, I don't have enough DPM to do this. I can't really do much. Best I can do here is just try and use the IS-3 as sort of a decoy material that I can then get out and sort of play around them. Because, I mean, there is 3 one-shots, yes, but I have fucking 12 seconds of reload, so that's not gonna happen. Okay. He's dead now. There you go. And this is where this tank shows its worst. Where... oh, yeah, I mean, I'm stuck here now, I'd say. And I can't really fight any one of them, because I don't have armor. I'm gonna die to him, and I'm dead now. Let's go! 4.3k damage. Well, that's the modern World Tanks Blitz, I guess. We do 4,000 damage and T-rate, and you don't win, but that's okay. So yeah. I mean, obviously I didn't really demonstrate how bad this tank is in this game because I did 4k damage, but you can kind of see the problems that just... obviously I can cancel those out, you know, by peeking properly and all this stuff, but in the end, in the T-54E2, could have done 5k and would have won. So with that said, and this being the worst Tier 8 premium tank, hands down. See, that's the thing. I can do well with it, but I still know it's the worst. That's the difference. That being able to do well doesn't mean it's good, okay? That has nothing to do with each other. If anyone ever tells you that, they're an idiot. You know? If you can play a tank well, it just means you're good enough to compensate for its weaknesses. And when you're really good, you can compensate for a big amount of weaknesses. And this thing is weak everywhere. But most of you can't do that. So with that said, the price here is an absolute joke, 8.5k. Mind you, the MX-M449, which is a miles better tank because it actually has armor, gun depression, penetration, all those kind of things, was sold for less. So, and also was equipped for less. You know, 3k less for a way better tank. So stay away from shit like this. Don't buy it. Don't get fooled by the minus 35% or whatever. Those things are basically never true. They're just there to sell you more shit. And with that said, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Goodbye.